Hey, it's Creative Chef Shannon here again from Cooking and Golf. Okay, so I get a lot of people asking me, how do you roast a chicken without it becoming dry? And so what I'm going to show you today is how to stuff, truss, and also add moisture to your chicken before you roast it. So you end up with a roast chicken that is moist and flavorful, not dry and nasty. Roasting chicken, it can be fraught with danger because on one end you've got the breast, on the other end you've got the legs and the thighs, and they both cook at different temperatures. But by doing a few things to the whole chicken before you roast it, you'll be able to get it where the breasts will be moist, juicy and delicious, and the thighs will have an extra bit of flavour. Alright, that's enough talking, let's get into it. Okay, first off what we've got is we've got our whole chicken. I'm going to leave the wings on, and as you can see the cavity is quite empty, so we're going to stuff the cavity, and then we're going to show you how to do a few other things that is going to make the chicken keep it moist when it's roasting. First of all, what I'm going to do is, for trussing purposes, I'm going to put a slit through these little flaps which are on the entrance to the cavity. Okay, so 2 little slits through here, just like that, and on the other side as well. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. Alright. Okay, so all you've got is just 2 little slits through here. And so that's going to help us when we truss it, because we're not going to use any string. And you'll find that that is quite strong. Also, next up, what I've got here is I have got, this is also, by the way, this is an absolutely fantastic way of using all those crusts on those loaves of bread that no one eats. So what I've got in here is I've broken some crusts up. This is for the stuffing. I've got, as you can see, mustard, an egg, garlic, diced onion, fresh rosemary, thyme and sage. Now the quantities are whatever you want. Okay, you don't have to put mustard in there, you don't have to put fresh herbs in there, you can use dried herbs. It is really whatever goes for you. But I would use bread as a stuffing. You can also use rice, and I've done another video using rice which I'll leave a link in the description below for. Okay, and all we need to do now is I'm just going to mix this together. Alright. And so the egg, what the egg does, the egg helps bind it together. Okay, and I find the mustard is really nice in the stuffing. I haven't cooked the onions because I find that they steam really well inside the chicken. Alright, if you can smell this actually smells amazing. Okay, so here we go. Chicken's up. I find if you just sit it literally on its head and then just start putting the mixture inside, just like that. If you get any on the outside, that's fine, it all adds to the flavour, it's no issue. And we can force it in there and push it right inside the cavity. Okay, there we go, push it in there. Like I said, you get it on the outside of the chicken, that's fine, no issues whatsoever. Alright, there we go, it's all going in there, as you can see, getting it all in there. I think we'll get most of that in there, just a little bit left. Oh no, we'll get it all in there, that's all good. Alright. So there we go. You can see we're pushing it right in. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Now, second stage is what we're doing is I'm putting my fingers under the skin between the breast, and what I'm going to do is I've made a mixture and we're going to put that under there, and that is going to keep it moist. Okay? Don't worry about any of the stuffing comes out while you're doing this, because you can actually push it back in, it's all good. It's no issue whatsoever. Alright? Okay, what I've got in here is I have got butter, paprika, lemon juice, salt, pepper, and more fresh thyme. Okay, so what I did with this, I heated it in the microwave and then I whisked it together so it emulsifies and incorporates the lemon juice with the butter, and then I put it back in the fridge just to cool it down. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to put this under the skin. Okay, between the breast and the skin. As you can see, we'll just stick it under there like that. And this is what is going to help. So you can see it's going on the skin. This is going to help. You can actually use a piping bag if you want, but I prefer to use a spoon. You can massage it down like that with your hands. Okay, now on the other side here, on the skin, as you can see it's going on the skin, there it is there, and this is what is going to help keep your breasts moist. Okay, but also it's adding an immense amount of flavour. And when it cooks, it will all roll down into here and it will keep it nice and moist. You'll be surprised at how moist the chicken breast will be with this in there like that. Okay. Again, if you get any on the outside, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's no issue. Okay. Alright. And it's just like that. And then what we've got now is those two little slits that we've cut on the side there. What we're going to do is we're going to put the legs inside those slits. Okay, now what we're going to do is those two little slits that we cut, we're actually going to insert the legs into them. So if you think about it, my right goes into the left little cut like that. Okay, and then my left goes into the right little slit like that. Alright, and you'll find that that's quite strong, so that will hold when it cooks. Alright, so it'll hold like that. So now what you've got is you've got this beautifully trussed chicken. Okay, as you can see, with right into left and left into right. Okay, now we've got one more stage. This is the final stage before we put it in the oven. Alright, so what I've got here is I've got, can you see that? I've got rice bran oil. I have got onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper in here. Alright, and all this is going to do is this is just going to the top. So it's another layer of flavour. So now you've got 3 layers of flavour. You've got one inside, one under the skin, and one on the skin. Okay, so you've got this beautiful, beautiful flavour happening. Okay, and that'll penetrate down into there. Let's turn it over. We'll do the other side as well. We'll do the back. Massage that oil into the back, to the wings, like that. Okay, and there we go, to the wings. As you can see, the back is around like that. Also with the wings, what we're going to do now with the wings is we are going to push them into the back like this. So think of that, the top wing goes over like that, so it makes a triangle. So again, top wing over, bottom wing like that, so it's making this nice triangle, and we'll cook it like that so the wings won't span out and they won't dry out. Alright, so, and when I cook it, I will cook it that way there. Alright, so there we go, we're done. How to truss a chicken and keep it moist when you're roasting in the oven. Alright, so let's get it in the oven and get it roasting.